Hi everyone, my name is JT Pilot, and today we'll be making another video. This time we'll be covering the latest news for July 2024 for 1/400 scale die-cast model airplanes. And yes, the month of July in 1/400 scale has been a pretty eventful month for model planes. We've got a lot of good releases, especially for United States collectors. Yes, unfortunately, some of the other parts of the world did not get too many good releases, so hopefully that will change in the coming months. So I'd like to welcome everybody back to my channel. We'll be covering the latest news. So nonetheless, let's get started off with our first release set, set that we'll be discussing in this video, which will be the NG August releases, which they announced these in July. So they make the cut for the July news video. Alright, so they have announced several good releases, including this model right here, which is the Southwest Airlines 737-800 in the California 1 livery. Yeah, this is going to be a fantastic engine model. I'm so excited to finally have another state livery 737-800 in my Southwest collection. And it's great to have California 1 now. So hopefully engine models will release the Lone Star 1 livery on the Dash 800, Nevada 1, and Triple Crown 1. So yes, glad to have California 1 on the 737-800 being done in 1/400. And this aircraft has visited Norfolk a ton, so it'd be great to have this model for airport updates. So this would be a model that I'd definitely be getting for my collection. And NG also announced the Delta A350 in the Team USA livery. So they announced the standard version, and there's an ultimate collection version. So this will be another model I'll be purchasing. I believe NG has the best A350 mold, so this will be a good release. I know Gemini just has done this model for a partnership for Team USA, so that is a officially licensed product. So if you want a official licensed product, get the Gemini version, because this NG version is probably not licensed. But the NG version will have the superior product overall. And yeah, so NG's done this now. AVH 400, Phoenix, and Gemini just for Team USA store. So there's a lot of models to choose from. So yeah, so this will be a good release there. And now that's the other model I'll be purchasing from the NG August set. NG has also announced several Cathay Pacific A350s. So they announced two A350-900s with separate registrations, and one has Ultimate Collection. And they'll be doing the Dash 1000 variant. These models have been highly requested from Asian collectors. I've seen tons of requests for these. Yes, and Cathay Pacific models are somewhat common, but somewhat not common, just because Cathay is very strict on licensing with 1/4 models. So yes, so manufacturers kind of have to release these as a secret, and NG does not have these on their website. So yes, but I'll be discussing them in this news video because they are a official release. Yeah, I may begin one of these Cathay Pacific A50s depending on my, just depending on space in my collection and money. So, yes, I want to save a little bit of money just because I'll be going off to college soon. So, yes, just want to save just a little bit of money. So, yeah. NG announced a trio of United 747-900. So, announced one in the 100 sticker there, one in the March of Dimes livery. I've seen a lot of requests for that model, and one in the Special Olympics livery. So these are good United 747-900 releases, but the two last United 747-900s are no longer in the liveries are no longer exist. So yes, that's a bit unfortunate. And yes, in the United 100 stickers, that is just a minor livery. It's just a sticker applied to the regular Continental Globe livery. So these releases are all right. If I had extra money, I'd get the 100 sticker one just to have another United 747-900. So yes, overall these are good releases, I'd say. And yeah, NG also announced a duo of Qantas 747-800s with the split skimmer winglets in the older livery. So these are good releases for Australian collectors. Yes, they'd be even better releases if Panda didn't already release one of them. They also announced a trio of Star Alliance aircraft. So NG announced the Avianca one, a British Midland A330-200. So they announced those Star Alliance livery ones, and another one I can't think of off the top of my head. But so they announced a trio of these Star Alliance A330s. These are all right releases, in my opinion. Yes, they announced a TAM one. That's the other one. So they're all right releases. I wouldn't say they're the best releases in the world, just because I don't think any of these aircraft fly anymore. So it's the Star Alliance livery. It's a cool livery, but NG's been doing a ton of these, so it's kind of a little boring. And NG also announced 5 Alice Air 747-8F, so that's a little excessive. We got ones in a variety of stickers. We have a standard livery one, which is great, and then the Keen Nagel one as well, or Nagel, however you pronounce it. So that's basically it for the NG August set. They announced several other models, including some Air China support 8s. Everybody else has done this though, and they announced some Chinese models. And yeah, really the rest of the release set is pretty mediocre. Yeah, not too many really good releases besides the ones that I discussed. And a lot of the releases are pretty similar, like these Alice Air 747s or the Air Chinas. And yes, a lot of Chinese models again. Hopefully, NG models will produce a better set for the September set. So yes, but I'm still excited for the California one. Some First Stone Stranger. I'm a crazy Southwest collector, and the Delta Team USA livery will be a great release for my collection as well. And currently, as of the time filming this video, NG's August exchange mall is now open. So open NG Mall's website on your mobile device to redeem your model. So you can only do this on their mobile site. So yeah, basically how you do this is you scratch off the numbers from your reward cards you get from NG models, and from each model purchase. Then you go on their website, enter the code, and then you will get a set amount of points, normally like 10 or 12 points. And then you can go to this exchange mall, and you can redeem models for the point system. So the cheapest models are around 40 points. There's some older 757s, and then the most expensive models are your 200 models, which are at like 150 points. So yes, I did redeem 2 models. One model I did see on my trip to Bermuda, so that's gonna be a cool model. And then I redeemed another model that is a military model, so something a little different for the collection. So yes, and you'll see those models in future airport updates. So Gemini has also announced their July 2024 release set, and overall this was a good release set. The main highlight for this release set, for me at least, is the Porter Q400. So yes, the pictures have also came out for this model, and they look fantastic. Our West Coast Diecast has received them. So yeah, so this model looks great. We'll be getting this model soon, so expect to review this model within the next week. So that'll be coming out to the channel. So yes, I also saw this aircraft on my trip as well. So good. That's a good release from Gemini Jets. There hasn't been one in around 10 years. The last Porter Q400 release in the normal livery was in like 2011, 2012. So yes, solid re-release. And so that is great for Canadian collectors and United States collectors, because Porter sends these to some United States destinations. Gemini Jets also announced a FedEx 757 re-release. There you go. I may get this model. I'm depending on money once again. Yes, Gemini has done a ton of FedEx 757s, but they did one in 2019, and then one, then every few years they'll do a FedEx 757. So pictures for this model looked okay, so there you go. Those landing gear kind of looked a little tall, but other than that, the pictures look good. Gemini also announced a Delta MD-88 in the colors of motion livery. So this model looks fantastic, and if I had extra space for it, I'd definitely get this model. It looks great. Great retro model release. And Gemini has also announced a Reno Air MD-90, so that's another solid release there from the folks over at Gemini Jets. So it's great to see another MD-90 release. There hasn't been one in around 5 years. The last time an MD-90 was released was in 2018. So they're going to have a Delta release. So great to see a Reno Air release. And yes, I know a lot of collectors are looking forward to that release. And then here is the rest of the Gemini Jets releases. So Gemini Jets announced a few 767-4s. They announced a United one. I would recommend to get the Panda or NG version of that, because Gemini's 767-400 mold isn't the best. Gemini just also announced an Emirates E380 and another special livery there, so that looks cool, but it's another Emirates model. Gemini just announced a Cubana ATR, so that I think that's an HR42 there. So that's another solid release there. I know a lot of collectors are looking forward to that release. And Gemini has announced a Delta 767-400 in the colors of motion livery. Same deal with the United. I would wait for Panda models to do that 767-400, because they've been doing a ton of 767-400 releases, and you'll be seeing more of that later on this video. And the Lufthansa Cargo A321, I just wait for somebody else to do that. I believe NG's already did that model once before. So, and the NG mold NG has a better 321 mold. And then Gemini Jets has announced several future releases for 1400 for July, and here they are. So, really solid future release set we got over here. So, yeah, sorry about that. So, Gemini Jets has announced an Alaska 747 MAX 8 honoring those who serve livery. So, definitely you'll be getting that model. That's going to be a fantastic model there. They've announced Lufthansa A321 in the 600 Airbus titles. I'm sure Panda or NG will do that release. So I would just wait on them to do that model. They announced a Woodrow Q400. That's a fantastic European release there. They have also announced a WestJet Q400. So both of those are great Q400 releases. Grateful that Gemini is using their Q400 mold. Gemini has also announced a Discover A330, so I'd also wait for NG to do that model as well, or somebody else with a better A330 mold. And then Gemini has announced I believe that's the Ron Allen livery, Delta MD-88. So it's going to be a fantastic model there. So yes, that's going to be a great model there. The MD-88 mold is great, so I may get that model, but depending on space. But I really want to get the Colors in Motion one, but we'll have to see. And Gemini has announced a Qantas 77 in the Go Australia titles there, so that's a good release for Australian collectors. They announced a KLM A321 Neo, so that's a new feature release that was announced in the last few days. So, NG will probably do that release better, so just wait on NG or Panda. And then they also announced a Trump / JD Vance 747 Exchanger there. So there you go. That is an interesting release on the bottom right. Normally, Gemini just doesn't do political models, but they're doing it this time. So I wonder. Yeah, so that model should have a license here. So that's going to be an interesting release there. So yes, that is it for the Gemini Jet's future releases. Then Aeroclassics has announced their July releases here, and overall a solid set for retro collectors. None of these models really appeal to me just because I don't collect this kind of aircraft, but I'd say the main highlights for this release is the Eastern 727-100. That's a good release there. The Air Jamaica DC-8, that's a solid release there. Air Canada DC-9 is a good release. Seeing a lot of good things about the Venezuelan 727. So, and the Everett Air Cargo DC-9 is another solid release there. So, these are good releases there from Aeroclassics. Then JC Wings has announced their July set, and here is the July set from JC Wings. So, this is another box standard JC release that might be, it's just okay. I would just say this is an okay release. There's nothing really that appeals to me too much. They did do another Airlines Argentina's Max 8. They did the Malaysia's 777, so that's a whole debacle from NG over that, because NG announced a Malaysia 777, then decided to, the Malaysian 777s that crashed, MH Flight 370, so, yeah, those were interesting releases there. They got a lot of backlash for that, so they canceled their release, but JC Wings is still doing one, so if you're interested in the aircraft, there you go. And JC's 777 mold is pretty good. JC Wings also announced a United 7600-400 in the Broncos livery. There's a better version of that coming out later on in this video, which I'll discuss. So I would not get the JC version because that's still in the old Gemini Jets mold, or the new Gemini Jets mold, I should say. Is this a bad mold? Anything else in this release? A lot of re-releases. Thomas Cook, the Thai 734, KLM 747. Yeah, this models that JC's already done before. They're doing a Boeing House over 777, so that's interesting. And an American 747 in the Chrome livery. That is a weird future release there. I don't get why we're getting that model. And a variety of future releases there. Nothing too special. Then Panda models July releases. Arguably, this is the best set because they have announced a lot of good models, including several 7600-400. So they will be doing a Delta 7600-400 in the BCRF livery. What a fantastic model there. And that is for a great cause there, fighting breast cancer. Fighting breast cancer. And then they're doing a SkyTeam 7600-400. So, yes, good thing I skipped out the Gemini Jets version because the Panda 7600-400 mold is fantastic. So I will be also getting this model. So it's going to be a good release there. They'll be doing a Continental Globe 7600-400. So that's going to be another good release there. May replace my Gemini Jets version with the Panda version. I did see a ton of these on my trip as well. And then there is the Broncos United 767-400. So that's a good release there. I would get this model if it was still in service, but this livery has been repainted. So there you go. And they're also doing the Delta 7600-400 in the older BCRF livery. So it's the pink livery. Really love the pink livery. Really wish Delta would have kept it, but yeah. So this will be better than the Herpa version. And I think Gemini has this as a future release. So Gemini has several of these as future releases. Just get the Panda version. Don't wait on the Gemini Disc version, because the Gemini Disc versions aren't the best. And C-Models has also announced several models, and they're a Panda Models brand, so that's why I'm including them in this section. So they've announced an American 747-800 in the flagship livery, so that's a fantastic release. They've also announced a standard Chrome livery 747-800, so I already had the NG version of that, so I won't be getting that one, but that's going to be a good release for American Airlines collectors. I know one individual that will probably enjoy this releases. Then ignore that red line on that CGI image. And then this is the best model I would say of all the releases in July. It is the Altitude models. United Airlines Airbus A320 that's turned into Evo Blue livery. At long last, this model is finally being released in 1/400. And this model is being released for my friends over at West Coast Diecast, so use my code JTPilot for 5% off at their store. So that is an exclusive model for their store, and it's a fantastic choice by my friends over at West Coast Diecast. So I'll definitely be purchasing this model. I've already purchased it as a pre-order, so be a great model for my United collection. This is a model I've been needing for quite a long time because, yes, this is one of the last United aircraft I don't have in my collection. I don't have a A320, a 787 shade, or an E170, so those are the models I'm kind of looking to get. So this is going to be a fantastic model. Can't wait to have it. It's going to be great for Jacksonville and for Norfolk. So, yes, because they send a ton of these into Norfolk International Airport. And then Panda has also announced a selection of Tupelo Tu-134. So, great selection of these guys over here. And a lot of retro collectors will enjoy these. Then Phoenix also announced their July set. So, yes, so pretty standard Phoenix set. A lot of good retro releases, including the A340s, the 747 Classics. Yeah, solid set here. Not much else to really say. But here are my picks for July. So I will be, of course, getting the California 1 747 Changelet, the Delta Team USA E350, and the two Deltas. And then the Delta 767-400 and the BCR delivery, the new BCR delivery, and the SkyTeam 767-400 from Panda models. So I already have the 767-400 on pre-order, so that's great. And of course, the United A320, what a fantastic release, and the Porter Q400 I'll be getting as well. So yes, and that is it for this month's news video for July. So overall, a good month for 140 releases. So yes, can't wait for those 767 from Panda models. Those are good releases, and the NGs were good, including California 1 and the Delta A350. And the model I'm most excited for is that United A320 from Altitude models. So that's it for this video. I'm JT Pilot, and I'd like to thank you all so much for watching this video, and have a wonderful day.